Well, it helps if I have the mic on. That is a big key to this whole thing. But I guess restart the intro. Um, we're looking to get to 25 likes today on the show. That is the goal. Talking NFL, talking, mainly the Steelers. This is Steel City. We have the college football show at night. Just wanted to give everybody a program update. I think Steel City is going to run Monday, Monday to maybe Monday, but probably Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday up until the season starts. If some of my equipment comes in, we are going to do a live stream. If I can figure out how to get the preseason game, we will live stream that and have probably a couple of sodies, talk some Steelers football if everybody's up for that. Just hit the like and subscribe button. Um, my poll question at the beginning of this show is going to be: does Aaron Rodgers start uh, every game this year? All 17 of them. Does he start all 17 games? I'm going to go out on a limb and say it would be good. You have the Will Howard hysteria out there. I think we're going to get a good look at him on Saturday. I think that is what it is in totality. Um, I think that there's a lot going into this season. Uh, Mike Tomlin, he's got to win a playoff game. That's something that I wanted to start this show off with. Uh, I know ESPN has their own narrative that they want to run. It's something that it's a big deal, but it's not. ESPN wants to politicize the whole Aaron Rodgers thing. I get it. It's something Omar Khan has done something within the organization that typically with Kevin Colbert they haven't really done before. Um, it's one of those things that he's made big changes, made big trades. A lot of people are just kind of like, it is what it is, but it's just one of those things. So, got to keep it rolling. Just checking everything right now, just making sure we have all of uh, all of the systems rolling. So hit the like and subscribe. Steel City is predominantly going to be a morning show for all the Steeler fans out there. That's just kind of what it fits in my schedule. We have the late night, well, not late night, but the later college football show. Uh, I think eventually down the road, Carter and Richie will probably join in if you're new to the channel. So that's just what we're doing here. Um, so getting to everything rolling, the Hall of Honor, we got Joey Porter, Pouncey, and Roethlisberger going to be inducted. That is something that I'm not going to say it's long overdue. Uh, Joey's son plays for the team. Joey coached for the Steelers. So I think that it was a little long overdue for the Hall of Honor for the Steelers. Do I think it's the be all end all? I mean, whenever you're talking about the Steelers, there's so many Pittsburgh Steelers that are iconic that need to get through and get into the Hall of Honor. I think it's one of those things that I think that a lot of people want to politicize, but I don't see how you argue anybody that is going to be inducted into it. It's just one of those things that I think Ben getting in there, Ben's going to get in Canton. I think Pouncey's getting in Canton. Joey, I don't think Joey's going to get into Canton. It's going to be an unpopular opinion on some things, but it's just it is what it is. I don't think he's going to lose any sleep over it. But I think Pouncey and Ben definitely, I think they could get there, but we'll see. But I think Ben's a shoe-in to get into Canton, in my opinion. But that's just one of those things. And also, we are live on TikTok as well. But, Roethlisberger going in, I think it's going to be hard pressed to say he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer. You look at the numbers, you look at everything that has everything in his career, 2-time Super Bowl champ. It's going to be hard to keep Ben out. Ben being an Ohio guy, went to Miami of Ohio. It's really hard for me to say he's not a first ballot, but I would think he would make it. But a lot of me says that it might be a second try for him, but we'll see, because I think a lot of the things that come down from the media and how political it is, that is one of those deals on the Ben Roethlisberger thing. But we'll keep it rolling, and we will go to the division odds. It is one of those things that I'm not shocked that Lamar and the Ravens are the number one bet and favorite to win the division. After last season, it was, the Steelers completely fell apart. It is what it is. So I have my fan hat on. That's what it is. And you can't argue Cincinnati being the odds-on second best favorite to win the division. Derrick Henry, Lamar, that's a tough combo to dispute at any juncture in the NFL season. I think Joe Burrow, even though I'm wearing a Steelers hat, Joe Burrow is a good quarterback. So Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, they are what they are there in Cincinnati. Who knows if Al Golden can get the defense fixed. The Steelers at plus 500, I think Vegas is at the point to where they're thinking Aaron Rodgers is not going to finish the season. And I almost want to throw it out there to where I think Will Howard might end up being the number 2 above Mason Rudolph. And then also you look at it, it's the Cleveland Browns. That's kind of where that's at. It's the Cleveland Browns. So why would anybody be super excited or want to be eager to think the Browns? The Browns, I don't think, have won the division since 1989. It's one of those. It's one of those things that history repeats itself. Technically, the Ravens are the Cleveland Browns. So, but that's just some of the, interesting things that I was looking at. I believe those odds are by FanDuel. So we will see. Um, the Steelers Saturday night. If all of my equipment shows up, I think I will try to live stream the game and get it cracking, and we can get some of the things going. Um, I'll be interested to see some of the young guys, see uh, who they invited to camp, who's going to make the team. I'm not at Latrobe, so I'm not really going to dive too deep into that. I think you'll probably see a lot of Jack Sawyer uh, from Ohio State. I think you'll see a lot of Will Howard. Outside of that, I think you'll see the Kent kid that got drafted early. Um, the linebacker from Washington, the University of Washington, I think you'll see that kid. And I think that's about it. Maybe Aaron Rodgers might go out there for a series in the preseason. If I'm Omar Khan, I don't think I even jump on that train, in my opinion. But I don't think you might see some of Derek Harmon. He might get a series. Caleb Johnson, I don't think you'll see hardly any of him, because I think by the end of the year, I think Caleb Johnson will be running back 1. That's just something that I'm looking at, foreshadowing. I think he will. I think he'll be the guy. It's at Jacksonville, 7 o'clock kick, I do believe. So that's something that they got going. I mean, we can do a little bit of an NFL whip around. The Let me pull this up. ESPN. They're thinking about throwing Tyler Shuck out there for the Saints as running back 1. That should be interesting. If you have any questions on TikTok, throw them out there. Be happy to answer them. You have the whole Travis Hunter deal going on down in Jacksonville. It's a interesting time in the NFL. We got the Micah Parsons possible trade. I don't know. I think Jerry Jones has botched the whole thing down there in Dallas. I think if I'm Micah, I come back to Pennsylvania and see what that looks like. We have the big TJ Watt deal, which is interesting to say the least. The Vikings The Caleb Williams thing is also hilarious to me as a whole. The Bears fans, if I'm a Chicago Bear fan, I am deeply, deeply concerned about what's going on in Chicago at the quarterback position. Maybe he'll be great, but I highly doubt it. Me and Carter last year broke that down, and a lot of the Bears fans wanted to argue with us about that. It was kind of funny because they said you can't give this guy any slack or anything like that. But the Cleveland Frowns have thrown out a depth chart. Let me pull this up. It is Flacco 1, Pickett 2, Gabriel 3, Shedeur Sanders 4. They can call it unofficial all they want. It is the Cleveland Browns, Frowns, the mistake by the lake, whatever you want to call it. But do I think that Shedeur Sanders makes it into the regular season? I think it's 50-50 at this point. He might get practice squad, maybe. I know Kenny Pickett is dealing with an injury. Joe Flacco is dealing with an injury. Tyler Huntley also was signed, I do believe. So something to be said there. Also, Shedeur came out and said he did not want Dion at practice. I think that's interesting just for the simple fact of why would you not kind of want your dad at practice? He's only coached you from basically high school through college. But then again, I get it. I kind of respect that decision on Shedeur's part, just for the simple fact of he is trying to branch out and be his own man, to say the least. But that is a tough-looking depth chart for Shedeur. The Browns also have Deshaun Watson. That is, I don't know what the Browns are doing at quarterback. It almost to me seems like the most Browns thing ever. It seems like it's kind of a total shit show on the Browns' part, but it's fall camp. We're about to see some preseason football. I think people are gonna be overexcited about it, and kind of in my opinion, I'm not that excited about it, but it doesn't really tell you much, I don't think. But a lot of the diehards will be out there and they'll be betting on it. The preseason schedule kicks off on Thursday night. Colts, Ravens, Bengals, Eagles, Raiders play on NFL Network at 10 p.m. Eastern. Or not Bengals, Raiders. It's Bengals, Eagles, and Raiders, Seahawks. But Saturday, let me get down to the Steelers game. I'm going to probably have to stream it off of something shady, probably, but it is Steelers Jaguars, tickets going for as low as $32. Nobody wants preseason games, but that's what it is. I think possibly this Saturday as long as all the equipment shows up, I think we'll be able to possibly stream the Steelers Jaguars, probably get a healthy dose of Mason Rudolph and probably a lot of Will Howard. I don't think anybody else, I don't think you're going to see anything there. You're going to see a bunch of guys you don't know. That's just kind of what it is. But if we look to the Steelers' schedule, they get 2 Saturday preseason games, and then they play on a Thursday night on NFL Network. They take on the Panthers on Thursday night. The 16th is Tampa Bay. We'll see what it is. If you watch the college football show, one of the regulars, Richie, is a Bucs fan, so that might be a possible live stream as well. And then after that, we're on to the regular season. We'll see kind of how the preseason thing goes. We might be live streaming on Sunday because the Steelers have a ton of 1 o'clock games. The only game that would not be live streamed would be the Miami game because I will be there. Just bought tickets this morning. So that is what it is. So the Monday Night Football game, I'll be in attendance for that one, but that's kind of where it's at. And then we'll see if we want to do Sunday Night Football, if we get the proper engagement for the Steeler live streams. I'll probably take on the 1 o'clock games. Definitely probably doing the Jets, Seahawks, Patriots if we get the proper engagement on that. Also, Minnesota, I don't know how you guys feel. I'll throw this out there as a proper live stream question. What are your guys' thoughts on the Europe games? Because I'm not a real big fan, if I could speak properly, a real big fan of 9:30 in the morning kicks. Like, I get it. I love football just like the next guy or woman, but I just don't want to get up at 9:30 to watch the Steelers Vikings. It's just an absolute shit show, in my opinion. I think that they need to figure something out on the kick times, maybe play them a little bit later, maybe carve into that window on Wednesday night. I know, being a big college football fan, but why not have a primetime Wednesday night NFL game? I'm sure you could sell it to a TV company or Fox or something like that. But there's going to be a big change. Also in NFL news, from what I've seen, everything going forward was the ESPN punted Sunday Night Baseball. They're acquiring the rights, I guess, to the Red Zone. In my opinion, I think ESPN will totally fuck up the Red Zone. To be honest, that's what they're going to do. Because I think they're going to saturate it with ads and it'll be on delay. It's I think the one thing the NFL Network got right was the red zone, because they had everybody in place to get it right, and they just did not do a little forward thinking on where they were going to put it at, and I think they just sold it to the highest bidder, in my opinion. That's kind of how the NFL rights have been going. As far as, the TV stuff, but I think that they'll either figure it out or they won't, and then nobody will watch it. That's why I think they punted Sunday Night Baseball, and then Teddy Bridgewater is visiting with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers after he's got the 1-year suspension at Miami Northwest. I think that, Teddy was a good man. They were saying he was providing impermissible benefits to high school students. And when it comes down to it, it's one of those things that I don't know if a lot of you have watched Year to the Bowl, or the Year of the Bowl. It's one of those documentaries of, can't think of the kid's name, but he was like a number 10 prospect in the state of Florida. And it's hilarious because he was doing something to help Liberty City, Miami Northwest, and helping the kids in that community. He probably could have put them on it just unbelievable about what they did, because a lot of times football coaches get a bad rap, especially at the high school level, as being meatheads. It's unbelievable that, they do a lot of things to help kids, and they punished Teddy for it. I don't think that it was right. That's just my opinion. But if you go back and watch Year of the Bull, they follow one of the top prospects around. He was struggling to pass the ACT. You have Mario Cristobal when he was at Rutgers, sitting in his room, and there's like chunks of drywall missing. It's a different world out there for the average fan to take into account, to where some of the guys that play the game you love come from, and they want to punish Teddy Bridgewater on that and give him a year ban. Kind of horseshit, in my opinion, but it is what it is. But with anything, I guess we're coming up on the close here on Steel City. It has been a unique morning this morning, so if anything, give me your Steeler record projection or prediction. Give me your Steeler record prediction in the comments. We'll be back tonight for the college football show. Excuse me. Be back for the college football show just to see what we got rolling. Got some other things planned, but if all the equipment shows up and I can get the stream, we will be doing a live stream of the Steelers-Jaguars preseason game. Probably seeing a lot of Mason Rudolph, a lot of Will Howard. So with that being said, everybody take care out there, and be cool, Steelers Nation. And if we get enough engagement, we will be doing it for regular season games. So Everybody have a good one and enjoy the rest of your day.